Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video and I thought I should bring it here because I needed clarification. So this man, KRS, actually came out to say that hip hop would not have existed without Puerto Ricans, right? And he said there are the major, like people that probably black people that refuse to acknowledge that we are downplaying them, right? Then if you are downplaying them, that you are very stupid. Number one is that it's really I have not heard hip hop or rap being associated with Puerto Ricans, right? I have never heard that. They probably may have played a role or this, but I am not going to take away somebody's achievement and give to somebody that probably helped, right? But I can say these people did this, but look at the people that helped pioneer that. But I am not going to take away from the people that own that, right? But then where I have problem is him calling people stupid, right? Because they are downplaying Puerto Ricans' effort. I really did not see anybody downplaying anybody, and I have not even heard a lot of people trying to like. But one thing I know for sure is that African Americans, or should I say Black Americans, Black people, are the ones that originated rap and hip hop, followed by Afro Caribbeans. Where did that happen? In New York. That was where it started. Let's get into this video.
Today, people want to downplay the Latino role in hip hop.
Yep.
They are so stupid.
Yep.
Really?
Hip hop would not have existed
Without them.
without specifically Puerto Rican. Specifically, Cubans were here, Haitians were here, Dominican Republic was here, everybody was here. All of South America been in the Bronx, okay? But Puerto Ricans in particular sided with the black folk here, and the Jamaicans were coming in as well. And this group of Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and American blacks made hip hop. Not American blacks, not Puerto Rican, not Jamaican. All of them made the culture. Today, people want to downplay the Latino role in hip hop.
Okay, to all the people them that don't believe, we're gonna break it down, and I'm gonna do it one more time. DJ Ark was a Jamaican. He was American when he came here when he was small, okay? And he did fact said yes. He learned all the technique and stuff when he was small, and he also learned more when he came to America, yes. He said when he wanted to play Jamaican music, a lot of people said they didn't understand it and this and whatever. So what he used to do is use the turntable systems and use some of the reggae beats alongside with the American beats and was scratching on the record. And they didn't even know the difference. Did you know? And I'm going to say that. That's why I said a lot of Jamaicans need to come out who was into the music field and start opening up their mouth and tell the real truth. There was a time, even though Black Americans were doing rap, but they called it scat. Scat was where you did bebop sounds and stuff like that, where you put a mixture of all kinds of music with jazz, blues, and all kinds of bebop, doo-wop, and all that stuff. And then you, instead of using instrumental sounds, you make your voices do the poetry. And they were doing that in the South. And they were also doing it in New York and various parts, but mainly in the South. But they didn't know what the hell it was. And they even banned certain people not to play that music. Okay? Because the people did not understand it. And the only thing is because certain people who wanted to learn how to do it couldn't do it. So they said it didn't make any sense. Okay? And that was in the 20s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. Moving right along, Jamaica also did scat as well too. Okay? Excuse me if I'm not showing my face because I'm not really tardy or anything, so you guys can just understand the voice. Now, when Jamaica was doing, they were doing scat as well too, and they started making their own distinctive songs. And their songs, if you listen to reggae music, yes, it's some vocals in it, but they also doing rap. Okay? hip hop. Regardless, the thing is with America versus with foreign countries, America does not want to give the title when a foreign country has done something. Even the thing with reggaeton. Puerto Ricans turn around and say, oh, we did it. No, you did not. Panamanians are the ones that did it. Because in the 70s, and I'm going to tell you, because I was a person that used to travel everywhere in New York. Okay? My first college graduation place was Bronx Community College. Okay? Before they turned it into alumni for the city college. Moving right along. The person who was a part of Sugar Hill Gang, he himself was a member of Bronx Community College. And he gave a documentation of his life. Some of them do come to the descendants of Hispanic. However, majority of them don't know the other side of their family, which is Hispanic. So the only thing they knew that they were a black male. And way before in the 70s, you know, people didn't go with that Afro-Latino and all that stuff like that. It was either black or white, or they say they come from Hispanic origin, and that was it. All right? It's only they started to advance that in the late 80s and 90s. Moving right along. The same guy from Sugar Game, his name was Big Hank. Big Hank even said that most of the stuff that he learned was from the Caribbean, considering the fact that he had descendants in the Caribbean. And he said he also affiliated with Mr. DJ Kirk, and he was the one that was teaching him some of the sounds and the collectors and how to record, because it was based on experience. He said DJ Kirk was the one that connected him to some of the local studios who pretty much helped them record their music. Because in New York and even various parts in America, they would not record because they said to them, they don't understand this music. They don't know what it was. Remember, in the 70s, they started flowing out with rap with this guy, right? This was a poetry guy. He was the one that came out with the song with the Revolution televised. Even he said something with Whitey on the Moon. And his situation was, it wasn't vocal. It was in the rap scene. And it was in lyricists. But you know what they categorize it as? Poetry. Because they didn't know what it was. Okay? And he even said to him, he said, I'm a flowicist lyricist, which is considered as a rapper. That's what he told him. You go to his archives and listen to his sketch and how the way he was talking and telling them straight. They did not know what to do with his music. So with the instrumental and the harmony, he was doing rap. Okay? And he said when he was getting this stuff, he was getting it from listening to some of the reggae music. Listen to his documentary. We had somebody called Scotch Perry. He was a local producer. We had Scotch One and many others in Jamaica, West Indies. Half of these guys had went to their studios, even took tapes and gave it to DJ Ark. And he pretty much took those tapes and got it fixed and would have the people them publish it. And some of them were taking their music and bringing it around the world, okay, to other sides of international countries. To the people them that know about music, it's not only domestic people listen to your music. Overseas, if they start listening to your music, they will give you more accolades than in your own country. And I'm talking about it. Run DMC can tell you when they did the collaboration with Aerosmith, like Walk This Way, and they went overseas, they saw how people were sitting there reminiscing and speaking out the lyrics of their song. And they came more. Why you think Nicki Minaj do overseas tours? Because overseas tours pay the money. Okay? And if you can go overseas like Michael Jackson, Tina Turner, and many other, and even Janet Jackson. Overseas, Janet Jackson is like getting a whole duffel bag or a suitcase full of money because they will pay compared to your own domestic. If you have music played overseas, pretty much you are making money. Okay? And half of these guys had to go to overseas because they wasn't getting the love that they were getting from America. And if they could have participated and go to Jamaica and get their overseas and everything and cross over to England, that's how people knew what rap was about. Even though it came from the heart of the Bronx, but it was the overseas people that was the ones that was doing the work, and it was the people in the Caribbean. And with all the work that the Caribbeans had turned around and helped and shared, because back then, rap was rap. If I had a lyric and I gave you the lyric and you sang the lyric and I was able enough to get somebody to produce the lyric and you turn around and floss, you turn around and break bread with me. It's not like that anymore. Soon as the colonizers took it over and the promoters started taking it over and stuff, they started eating out the money. And guess what? Jamaica didn't get nothing, not even a credit to their name. I can give you all the list of samples of songs that was from beats that came from Island Records, was originally come from Jamaican people, that was originally from Scotch Perry and even Coxswain. That people play rap on side tracks of samples. Jay-Z can tell you, because Max Romeo, and many songs that he got, that he dubbed and played, okay? Look at the song with the multiple songs that he played. It has reggae beats in it. And some of the lyrics he used from reggae beats in it. Enough said. And KRS-One, you should know better. You should know better as a person who's American/Jamaican. And you even said it that 15 years ago.
Today, people want to downplay.
First things first, I always have to bring my receipts, okay? And this is to the commentator to tell me to show proof. Here was a reggae artist that was back in the days, and he even still recent now. His name is known as Max Romeo. They said that nearly over 100 of Jay-Z's music, okay, a sampling of Jay-Z's music came from this man right here. This is a brief picture of Max Romeo. Universal Group owes him 47 of the years of royalties of using his sample of his music. Some of the samples of his music had came from the studios of him and many other studios that was in Jamaica, West Indies, where they did the recording of the samples. Yes, some of them have been samples that they have originally done years before. And these samples have been used through Jay-Z songs, majority of Jay-Z songs. The ones with Kanye West, his first record that he had, The Blueprint, and many others. Okay? When he says, sun coming in the morning, I'm going to chase you away. That song. Okay? Many other songs that Jay-Z had used. Matter of fact, somebody showed a video when he was in the studio with Kanye West and David Dash, when they were basically putting the formation of that song together. This man right here was part of the Sugar Gang. He was the original OG that made rap happen. He was part of Sugar Hill, better known as Sugar Delight, with the hip hop, the bigger beat. Yeah, he was one of, his name was Big Hank. Big Hank was a Bronx, and in every Wikipedia, they represent them as Black Americans. Even though some of them could have Hispanic or whatever culture, they referred it as Black Americans because they wanted to own rap as knowing that it was a creativity of Black culture. Okay, he recently had died, I think age 58. The other ones are still existed, they're still alive, and they will tell you the storyline. He said that he started working along with DJ Kirk, who was a fellow Jamaican/American, who helped him with the production line and also to coordinate line. A lot of times they had to take their recordings and bring it overseas to Jamaica, West Indies, to pretty much to make a tape, a track record, because a lot of places, studios, well, number one, was expensive. Number two, they did not want to record because they had to sign a label and be a part of a record company. So these independent record labels, local record labels in West Indies had recorded them as long as they paid the money and pretty much did it from there. Okay, just giving you some. These two men right here have done a lot of music. They had worked with like Wyclef and a lot of rappers. And people from the reggaeton has stole their shit, which is their music, okay? And never gave them royalties. In 2023 and 22, they're still disputing it as we speak in court of their samples. Mr. Bad Bunny and many of them had used their music. Matter of fact, they have a production line label called Fish Market. Okay? They're known as Stilly and Clevie. They were basically Jamaican dancehall artists. They pretty much had a storyline of making productions of music and so forth. They had worked a lot of people with Wyclef, Cleveland Brown. They also did with Buja Banton, Bounty Killer, Elephant Man, and No Doubt, and many others. Okay? With this lawsuit, for some reason, I think they're trying to push it underneath the rug because Bad Bunny had a hit called Fish Market. Had used the same sample. Bad Bunny, Pe0ple, many others had pretty much, who was a part of the reggaeton collection of Puerto Rico, had basically took their samples, which is from Jamaican music of reggae artists and dance hall. Okay? And this case still has not been rectified because, you know, the thing is, they know that the samples were basically compromised, and they know the samples were taken and there was copyright infringement. And they have not given the company or the people that have sued them with this lawsuit and have their proof and receipt, which is from Jamaica, who created hip hop, who had helped started hip hop, okay, and made sure that people be existed to this day. DJ Khaled, Wyclef, Jay-Z, Sean Paul, Sean Puffy Cole, all of them. Because a half of the time they were not doing recordings in the studio in America. They were doing it in Jamaica, West Indies. And even Mr. Bad Bunny, Pe0ple, all the rest of them that be doing reggaeton music. Okay? This article was in Rolling Stone. You can read about it. All right? Because they said that Bad Bunny even turned around and took the title Fish Market because he was the one that had Fish Market trademark of production, meaning Stilly and Clevie, okay, who was from originally Jamaican artist production crew. We could go toe-to-toe and back and forth and all this time, and we could make all the debates, but one thing I want to say, I may not be the great debater, but I know how to scroll on down and shuffle on down to history. And some of the music that you're hearing right now that comes from R&B, hip-hop music and stuff, some of them was a collective of collaboration. Okay, because even Jamaican artists, they take some of American music and they're remastering and put it into their island beats or whatever. But guess what? They have to go and get permission, and they still have to give a percentage to that artist. Unlike some people that's in the Puerto Rico genre versus with the people that in American genre, y'all don't know how to turn around and give back and give credit where credit is due. So when KRS-One is coming out there and saying that people are stupid and ignorant because Puerto Ricans have played a part. Yeah, they played a part by stealing our shit. Okay, that's what they played a part with. Referring to music, which is Jamaican music, okay? That came from the islands of Jamaica, West Indies.
So this is all I got from this video. And when I saw it, I actually took my time to go Google because, like, you can't come out and say what you don't know, right? So when he said, people who downplay Latinos' role in hip hop are stupid, that hip hop would not have existed without specifically Puerto Ricans, right? And I went online and I checked, and the only thing I saw was African American, like the origin of hip hop. It all started with African Americans and Afro Caribbeans. So I am, like I said, I read down because it showed me like it all started, hip hop started in 1970s, right? And it was all African American, then including Afro Caribbeans in Bronx, New York, right? That was what I saw. I read down, I didn't see anything that got to do with Latinos being the pioneers. They probably may have contributed, but when we talk about the people that own it, that started something, I don't think Latinos or Puerto Ricans or any business should be number one. I love giving credit to whom credit is due, so that there won't be, what is that called, conflict of interest. Truth should always be told. And I am sure if it is otherwise, if Puerto Ricans probably played a very vital role on that, I am sure it would at the same time show here. But I did not see that. And why is it that one thing I do not like is when people refuse to acknowledge what people have done and then look for a way to give credit or to attach other people to their achievement. That is always very problematic. You can give credit to this, oh, yes, these are the people. Because if you ask me, I am going to say that I'm from 20, okay, my brother's probably 20, was 2020, right? 2019 thereabouts, if I am not mistaken, because most of the hip hop I know are what I learned from my brothers. My brothers love hip hop so good that almost all the songs, I heard them, even I didn't even got to learn it. I just hear them played, or watch them played and sing, and then I probably sing along. That was how I am a huge hip hop fan. Huge one, right? So it was actually later that people started hearing, probably probably not long ago, that we probably started hearing other Latino song, maybe once in a, I don't know how to say that, but once in a very long time. But it is very rare that you want to associate hip hop or rap music. You are saying Latinos played an important role. I don't know if even people that are not into hip hop or people that understand a little bit of hip hop will be able to tell you, or people that do not even know a whole lot about African Americans. When you tell them about hip hop, first of all, the first thing they will tell you is that I know it's American, African Americans, or black, they call it Black Americans, right? This is what they will tell you. And then probably you start then going deep and all that. Then you probably find out that, okay, Afro-Caribbeans were also part of the people with reggae, and we're also part of, okay, reggae is not hip hop, right? But I'm just trying to, we're also part of the people. But then telling people or telling Black people that they are stupid, or people that refuse to acknowledge that Hispanic or Puerto Ricans played a vital role to hip hop. It's I mean, that they are stupid is really crazy. I mean, it really, I don't know, but I think we should stop doing things. Nobody's downplaying, because I have not really heard people saying something or trying to downplay anybody's effort or trying to give credit to. It's only when it comes to Black people that people do not give credit to him. Credit is due, because I do not see any Black person or any I have not heard downplaying Puerto Ricans on what they. If Puerto Ricans are the ones that started what's it called, the hip hop and the rap and all that, why are they not all over? Why are they not all over? Why are people not saying it? Why are people not talking about it? Why is it not on Google? I stand to be corrected. If they are, it's okay. Feel free to also let me know in the comment section. But I was able to make research, but I am talking from what I saw, right? But then I love it. I love to be corrected. I mean, let me know. Maybe I am overreacting, but what I am saying is that or why I am all acting up is because I do not like it when people attach somebody's achievement to another person. You can give credit to this person for achieving this, and then probably come back to say, yes, this person actually made it possible for this person to achieve this, right? But trying to diminish the person's hard work on achieving something, it's crazy. Don't you think so? See you all in my next video. Bye for now.